Hello, Bumpy McSquiggums here, and it's time for me to start up another new series. I just finished with 3 Dead Zed. It was fun, and I rather enjoyed it, so I figured I would jump in and do something else. And that something else is Sproggiwood. So I am excited to get started on this. It is by Freehold Games, and I gotta say, when I first looked at the game through Steam, I was like, yeah, I wasn't 100% sure on it, but you know what? Seeing a little bit of gameplay and everything else about it, I really got on board with this game. If you ever played anything like Dungeons of Dreadmore, A Rogue's Tale, any of the basically roguelike turn-based games, Sproggiwood will look amazing to you guys. It will speak to you. It is a great roguelike game. But I would say watch the video and decide for yourself. So I'm going to hop right in. I'm going to start a new game up. And we're going to go with normal difficulty. I don't see why not. There once was an island called Clog, where clogheads chased sheep through the fog. They laughed on the double and never made trouble until they met Sproggy of Sprog. Now the game has a very quaint and charming art style. I kind of like it, and the sound effects are quite nice. So we're going to play through it just like we would normally. I'm not sure the length of the videos I'm going to have. We'll see how we progress. I might do the full half-hour videos, or I might stick it to 15-minute videos. Kind of make it a shorter series, but I can update it every day or once every other day. I'm not sure. But either way, we'll figure it out as we go. So, the talking sheep. Look, over here, a cloghead sleeps. Mysterious stranger, so I see. Anyway, my work here is done. The rest is up to you. Thank you, Racco. By the power you've granted me, I will save my realm. If you say so. Look, the cloghead awakens. Away, away, before it sees you. Alright, the talking sheep. And I'll explain how everything works in a moment's time, folks. Hey, you! With a pitchfork. Yes, you, cloghead. Are you surprised to meet a talking sheep? Why don't you take a closer look? Alright, so... well, I guess we can do that. We'll click on it. It's a sheep, and it's talking. Amazing. I told you, now follow me. I want to show you something marvelous. Alright. So you're able to move with this little thing down here at the bottom. It will open up. Maybe I'll just go through the tutorial and then I'll explain it afterward. I think that's probably a better idea. So we'll move to the right. You can move with either the arrow keys, pressing that with your mouse, or using WASD. You would use D in this case. Oh no! A yellow jelly! It's going to eat us! We are doomed! It's hopeless, Cloghead. Let us lie down and accept our fates. Or... bam! So if you go toward a creature that's right in front of you, you'll use a melee attack. You are brave, Cloghead. You saved us from that deadly, adorable jelly. Alright, we shall continue on. Oh noes! Yikes, another jelly! This one is twice as big, and twice as cute. Blam! What? Oh, and we gained a level up. So we will click the giant jumping level up in the bottom of the screen. And here are the different attributes for the farmer, which is what we are. We can get pitchfork, pumpkin bomb, scarecrow, or once we hit level 5, the cornucopia. So, let's check out the pitchfork. We can hurl our pitchfork in any direction at an enemy. So, if the enemy was above us, below us, left or right, we could chuck a pitchfork at him from a distance. The pumpkin bomb will be planted a bomb in an adjacent space and will explode if an enemy steps on it. Or we can get Scarecrow, which basically scares enemies away from you for 3 turns, or away from the Scarecrow. I'm going to go with the Hurl Pitchfork thing. Cloghead, you look wiser now. It's as if you've learned something from the experience of fighting those jellies. Take a look at your new power! Alright, so we're going to click on that, and bam. Basically the same thing we knew before, and yeah. Okay, so in order to activate that, we would actually hit 2 and then click or point in a direction. Anyway. Powers cost stamina, or stamina. Powers cost stamina, and it looks like killing those jellies gave you stamina stars. What? They're up here, guys. Alright, we shall continue to follow the sheep. Oh no, what is it? Don't touch it! On second thought, touch it. Alright, and there it is. We have gained the flaming shovel of love. Shoots a pillar of flame that deals 4 to 6 damage. Cloghead, take a look at your weapon. Oh, I guess we gotta take a look at our weapon. And it tells me exactly the same thing it did before. How mighty you are to behold, Cloghead, a true adventurer. Indubitably. Alright, onward. Oh no, wait, Cloghead. If you walk up to that jelly, it'll bite you again. Can you outsmart it? If you wait a turn, it'll come to you. Click the hourglass or press space. So we can either click here or space. Space is what I always use. And then blammo. Oops. I might have just killed her. Nope, I didn't kill the sheep. Yes, you outsmarted a jelly cube, and you taught it a deadly lesson for being so adorable. Onward we go. Look, this is what I wanted to show you. A mysterious door. Let's enter it heedlessly. Yeah. I am all about entering it heedlessly. Look, Cloghead, we were transported to a wonderful place. The rivers are so blue, the forests are so green, but I must confess something. I fooled you. I'm no sheep at all. Hark, mortal, I am Sproggy, dark lord of this realm. Begin your life anew as my thrall, for I am your master now. You will spend the remainder of your days in my realm, toiling as I see fit. Now let us visit the meager peasant village where you will live. Alright, so to the meager peasant village we go. So you don't succumb to feelings of despair, I built this quaint farm and cottage for you. Lovely, aren't they? Now, my thrall, it is time to test your mettle. It is time to put you to work. Alright, let's go to work. For your first task, you must quell the uprising of a troublesome jelly lord. His name is Big Ick, and he lives at the bottom of a cave called Icky Colo. Big Ick fancies himself something of a social philosopher. Lately he's been stirring up dissent amongst the jellies, trying to convince them to organize into solid forms. I will not have it. You must go to Icky Colo and put Big Ick in his place. Go to Icky Colo and put Big Ick into his place. Surprise! It's almost like I knew what the quest was. Now, the game's fun, guys. Alright, let's hop in here. Unfortunately, we have no other additional classes that we can use right now. As you can see, there's a farmer, a warrior, an archer, a thief, a wizard, and a vampire. And if we beat it, we get all these wonderful, fun things. Alright, so we're going to have to choose our class. Done. It is time to do my bidding, Cloghead. Remember what you learned about defending yourself when I was... when I wore that ridiculous sheep costume. Sorry. Now go! All caps scare me, guys, and his voice is very, very, very menacing. Well, we don't have any additional items that we can do, so we are stuck with the basic stuff, so we will continue on from here. And we are currently outside Icky Colo. So, you can move in any direction. Alright, you can move in one of the 4 cardinal directions if you want to get technical. Up, down, left, right, or north, south, east, west. And you can do that with WASD, you can use the arrow keys, or you can click on this with your mouse if you so desire. If you want to attack, you can press 1 and then click on a guy, or just walk into them, point in the direction they are when they're right next to you, and you'll attack. As we get additional skills, you can do the rest. You don't really need to do much else. I mean, being the forest, it's wholly unsurprising to find a pile of leaves on the ground. The real question is, what lies beneath the leaves? Riches? More riches? So, I mean, there's some funny writing, guys. The game is well done. It's actually quite well done, and I am really glad the developer got back to me, like, in record time, too. It took him, like, 3 minutes to get back to me. It was amazing. And, yeah. Alright, so we got a bunch of gold, and we got a new weapon. So, deals 1 to 2 extra frost damage, and freezes unfrozen enemies for 1 turn. However, it only works once per enemy, and it seems the sounds are... Oh, they reset. I apologize. I didn't realize they were reset. That should be better. Okay, since I started a new game, it makes sense that they would reset, but yes. Alright, and if you're wondering what the spider webs do, they basically hold you in place for 1 turn. So if, say there was an enemy here and I moved here, it would hit me, and then it would hit me again before I would be able to react. Alright, so we're up against our first enemies. And I'm going to lead them away. I'm going to wait 1 turn, and blammo! Now if you walk over the jelly splotches after you kill the jellies, each colored jelly has a different thing they do when they die. Some leave these splotches, some do other things. This one just basically lets you slip over it. So you basically skip that square. Ta-da! Alright, time to level up. I don't know what button to level up manually is. I always click it. But I'm a big proponent of the pitchfork, so I shall grab that, and then I will go around and loot the various things. And you see he is stuck there. Maybe I can lure him into... There we go. We lured him in again. And blammo. Down he goes. Most of the guys that you fight at the beginning levels are pretty much one-hit kills. It's pretty nice. You just have to really time yourself. Now this might take 2 shots, so I'm going to throw that at him. And I'm going to smack his little jelly friend and kill his other jelly and skip over 2 spots. That is the staircase down. And the way I selected my throw pitchfork move is I hit 2, and once you do that, you can throw it. If you kill a guy, you get a stamina star back, if I'm not mistaken. And if you don't, say I just sat here and I spammed this out, which I don't think I can. Yeah, there's no enemy in the direction. If I was able to, I would actually use a stamina star per throw that I made. So if I'm not killing people and I just use my abilities over and over again, eventually I will run out of stamina. And as you see, every time I kill someone, I get a stamina star back. That's how I'm able to stay at full stamina. So I can just sit there all day long and do that, and it's sweet, sweet nice, and there's really nothing they can do about it. So we will continue on. Oh, look. It's always nice to lead people away, and, well, fight in safety. And remember, like here, if I move down, he would actually get an attack on me. But if I wait my turn, he's going to move over, and then I get the first hit. And that's how you kind of want to play it every time. Now, I don't really use the pumpkin bombs very much, so I find that the scarecrow is actually pretty good to save my behind in case I do something dumb, which inevitably does happen. I mean, don't get me wrong, I am not a master at this game. Now this thing spawns spiders every couple turns, which, yeah, that's okay. If you're not able to get to it, it can get out of control pretty quickly. You'll have like hundreds of spiders running around, it'll just be a mess. But it's like every 3 or 4 turns it spawns a spider. Alright, we got a scroll of summoning, which is down here, and it looks like it'll summon some of these yellow jellies. So I'm not going to use it yet. I'm going to drop the spider, and we're going to drop his little thing. We're going to go into the bush, and then this is a shrine that does a random thing. So let's see what it does. Sometimes it spawns monsters, sometimes it gives you a lot of money, sometimes pottery gets there. There's a whole bunch of effects. And look, there it is. Spawn loot, and we got a lot of money, and we got a new one. That's interesting. So this actually blasts a larger area. So basically it's an upgrade of the one that we have right now. So we're going to use that. That's pretty sweet. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. And I've probably played like 4 or 5 hours of the game. It is quite fun, guys. It is... I haven't even been hit this time. I'm doing amazing. Look at me, guys. Acting like a pro. Alright, we're going to head down. That other thing that I skipped over. Oh, if you hit... I'm using the beta version of the game. So it's got a few extra features in case you picked up the game and you're like, I can't do that. But if you hit R, and the developer told me I should try using the beta because, well, obviously there's advanced features and other various things with that. And, yeah, it's actually pretty sweet. But if you hit R, instead of like, if I'm holding left right now, my guy's not moving. If I hit R and I go into quote-unquote running mode, if I hold left, I run left. I hold right, I run right. So it's actually kind of nice instead of having to hit the button every single time. It makes it a lot easier and smoother. So this is a health shrine. It will restore, I think it's like 20 hit points. It will not fully heal you though, unless you have less than 20 hit points overall. Alright, down to the next level. Ooh. And we shall slay him. Oh, wow, that is impressive. And that just annihilated, oh, almost everybody. Not quite everyone. Well, that's pretty cool, I gotta say. Alright, so you can only have one item in addition to what you have normally. So right now I want to keep the ones that I have, and this one turns you invisible for 50 turns. I could use it right away and then still keep my other item. I could keep it, which sells my old item, or I could cash this in. I'm going to cash it in for money, because that's how I roll. Alright, well, we have some spiders sitting here getting ready to do some work on us. So we want to kind of nip that in the bud, as they say. Oh, we just got hit. We can hit a little bit here. Okay, so apparently the freeze doesn't actually damage anyone. That's good to know. I suppose. Oops, I messed that up. All sorts of messy things this time. Alright. There we go, guys. So, a few mistakes were made. Restores my stamina, don't really need it. And down he goes, and that's just fine. We're going to go down here, we're going to get rid of all the jelly splotches on the ground, simply because I'm sure I'll make mistakes. I think that was one of the mistakes I made. This gives me more money and more loot. Ooh, I think I like that even better. The shovel of dancing flames is going to be pretty epic. I just have a feeling. Oops, I messed up again. There we go. Managed to get through that. I hit the wrong button last time. Alright, we're going to upgrade the pitchfork once again, and we'll be able to hurl the extra pitchfork backwards. So, if we threw it to the left, it would also go to the right. If we threw it up, it would also go down. So it adds a little bit of extra combat ability, which I rather enjoy. Alright, we will drop him, and there is a health shrine there, which is sweet, sweet nice. We are pretty grateful for that. And we will eliminate them. We are about half health. I don't want to use that. Nope, we're going to keep the one we have. And anytime you find an item, I'm going to cash that in as well. Anytime you find an item in your level, if you complete the level, the item actually goes into the shop, and you can actually purchase it for these coins that you're collecting. Granted, 316 coins is not a tremendously huge amount, but still, you can save up, and eventually you'll be able to purchase them. And then once you purchase them, you can actually load yourself out with those items at the very beginning of each mission you go on, each map you decide to go and battle through. So, it's pretty cool. We're going to go here, we're going to heal up. We're up to 29. Maybe it only healed us for 15. I don't know the exact number, guys, but we're going to continue. We are now in Big Ick's lair. I think I'm going to use... There he is! Don't fall for his persuasive rhetoric. Gibble, gibber, gibber. Alright, we're going to summon the monsters, and blammo. Oh, look at those guys. A little bit creepy. And boom, success. A mysterious mushroom has appeared. Heep! And ran away. Well, wasn't that something? Alright, well, I'm going to clear the level before I go to the chest. I always do this in case there's loot to be had, and there usually is. It's not usually a ton, and sometimes there's still monsters. I mean, you don't level up permanently, you only level up per level, so you always start back off at level 1. But, again, you can upgrade your equipment. So, let's see. Your prayers are answered with divine convalescence. So that healed me up again. Alright, let's open this, and there's another door! Well, that seems a little lackluster, but fine. And let's see, a new villager has joined the town. Seppo, the spider. Otho, the slime. And we looted all this stuff. So since we did it for the first time on our current farmer class, we gained 1,000 gold. We got 245 from monsters, 92 from jars, and 10 from leaves. So a total of 1,347 monies. We're going to return to the map. And... Sproggy, the Dark Lord, you did it. Excellent work, Cloghead. Go to Icky Colo and put Big Ick in his place. The quest is now complete. Silence! We will get to that in a moment. First, let us examine the spoils you recovered from Big Ick's lair. Alright, let's click it. And blammy. Alright, so we have two choices now. We can unlock the warrior, or we can unlock the archer. I find the archer is really, really, really strong. And the warrior... hit or miss. Sometimes I do really well with them, sometimes I don't do so well. I'm going to go with the warrior anyway. Force myself to use them more often. It's going to be sweet, sweet nice. It's going to be fine. So, yes, Cloghead. Your simple, dull civilization is expanding. Now you can send warriors on adventures. And each time you beat a dungeon, an old dungeon with a new class, you'll loot 1,000 more gold. Now tell me about this mushroom. It popped out of Big Ick. A new species in Sproggiwood? Oh, yippee-yay-yo! I mean... Rejoice! Another creature for me to subjugate! Oh, who am I kidding? I'm no Dark Lord, I'm just Sproggy, a little guardian spirit who wants to save his realm from ruin. I'm sorry about all those terrible things I said to you. Let me explain. This is Sprog, my realm. Well, it's not technically mine. I didn't create it, but I am its guardian spirit. Anyway, Sprog is populated with some wonderful creatures, but there is no order, no community. With enough time, the denizens of Sprog will ravage each other, and leave nothing but destruction and chaos in their wake. How can I be certain of this, you ask? You must trust me, Cloghead, for I know things most spirits do not. That's where you come in. I've been spying on, admiring your people for some time. The Clogheads value peace, order, and civility, and you thrive accordingly. And so it hit me. The answer to Sprog's problems is civilization. You can bring civilization to Sprog. You can see Cloghead. So you can see, Cloghead, this is why I kidnapped, guided you to Sprog. Now I'm going to investigate this curious mushroom. In the meantime, meet Spencer Squish. I relocated him here from Icky Colo so that he could help you around your village. Spencer, explain how the Clogheads should spend their gold. I'll be back with news about that mushroom. Well, with all that shiny gold you just won fair and square, you can buy things in town. Let's click up here and do it. You can buy civic boosts to improve your civilization, or gear that you find in the dungeons. You may have noticed that dungeon gear dematerializes when you leave a dungeon through a portal. Traveling through the astral plane has its costs, but once you buy gear at the shop, you keep it for good. Sweet. You can also buy potions and scrolls you find in dungeons. Once you buy a potion or scroll, you can take it with you every single time you go out adventuring. And that, squish squish, is that. Squish squish squish. Bye! Alright, so there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We know what's going on to a small, tiny degree. We sort of know what's happening. Alright, so with that, I really want to get that, but I do not have 4,000, so I'm going to buy the flaming shovel. And that's it, I guess. That's all I can really buy at this point. We gain experience a little bit quicker. That's not a terrible one. Items cost less, and we get more hit points. I think I'm going to go with the Academy expansion, so we can actually gain experience a little bit quicker, and maybe make it a little easier for us to get through. Harvesting crops is a good day's work. Alright, guys. So that's pretty much going to do it for this very first episode of my Let's Play of Sproggiwood. The game is quite lovely and charming, and, well, it's just fun in general, I gotta say. Again, when I looked at it on Steam, I didn't think too much of it. I really had to see some gameplay of the game before I, well, fell in love with it. I think this game is absolutely amazing. I've been playing it just about every single day since I've had it, and as you guys know, if you follow the channel for any length of time, I don't usually have much free time to actually play games, but it's good because it gave me a little bit of a better understanding and hopefully a slightly better skill set to actually showcase this game. So if you guys want to check it out, I'll have all that information down below in the description where you can get it. If you want to find out more information about the game, you want to find out about the developer, all that wonderful fun stuff will be down below, guys. Check it out. It is well worth it, and, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share it, and I will see you guys, I want to say the day after tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. Basically, I'm going to do it every other day. So, like, let's see, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I'm going to do Sunday and Monday back-to-back. So, that's roughly when you guys can look forward. It might vary slightly, but that's going to be kind of the schedule. Either way, guys, until the next episode, my name's Bumpy McSquigums, and I will see you later.